everybody. I hope you're having a great day. I'm here with another quick card tutorial, and I'm calling this one, Sometimes You Just Want to Stamp. Because some days, I just want to stamp. Okay, some days I don't want to crank things through the die cut machine. Sometimes I don't want to get punches out. Sometimes I just want to stamp and create a pretty card, create a scene. So today's card is basically just stamping, but it's a super, there is one other technique too, but so be it. Anyway, I'm finding it hard to figure out words today. Please excuse my attire, getting ready to work out. So this is how you get me today. But first, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Wendy. And yes, I am a retired art educator and a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And I always say, though, once an art teacher, always an art teacher. I'm here to help you and sometimes your kids get crafty, get creative, and bring out your inner artist. So today's card, let's get started. Let me flip this around. Make sure and that lighting seems a little rough. Let me see if I can't fix that a little bit. That's quite a bit better. Oop. Yikes. Oh, hello. That's probably good. Okay, let's talk Christmas. Christmas will be here before you know it, and if you like to make some of your Christmas cards or your Christmas tags and things, hopefully you've started doing that. Stampin' Up! Has a lot of great Christmas papers and stamps, and you name it. The stamp set that we're going to use today for our Sometimes You Just Feel Like Stampin' card is from our mini catalog that is good, started in July, and it's good through December of 2022, December 31st. And it has things that won't be around for long. They're only around for 6 months. So get your hands on them. But we're going to be using this set right here. It's called Trees for Sale, sort of to give you an idea of a tree lot. Okay. And it's got a little dog and a couple little trees and trees for sale sign and some lights, and it's really cute. I like it a lot. Okay. So let's get started. Also, it shows in this catalog, it shows it with this cute, and I haven't used this yet, with this embossing folder. It's called Whimsical Woodland, and it just makes some really cute cards going kind of as a background for this stamp set. So check it out. All right, now the card we're going to make today, except for two quick little techniques, it is almost all stamping. I hope you can see the different colors and things. It's kind of hard. It was just fun. All right, so what you're going to need a card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Set that aside. You won't need it till a little bit later. You're going to need a piece of, I used red. You could use any of the colors in the card or a color of your choice, but I used real red, and it is 4 by 5 1/4. Don't need that right yet. You need a piece of, sorry, I made a card front with a piece of white. Now what I did, this is my very back layer. The red is going to go on top of it. So little tip, if you're making a layer that's this big, take some of your dies, take a large die, even take your scissors, and cut part of that middle out. You can use this for something else. And you don't need that center part. You're going to cover it up anyway. So just a little money-saving tip, okay? And then you need a smaller, I believe this is 3 3/4 by 5. That will be your card front, okay? So this is the one we're going to work with right now, the smaller white piece. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to start stamping. Oh, excuse me, we are not. We have to make our blue background. See a little bit of blue there? This is one of the only just stamping I just want to stamp parts of this card. Okay, what I did is I took a piece of basic white cardstock and I just cut a wave looking thing. You can call it a snowbank if you want to, okay? And it's a little bit bigger than my card. No big deal. All right, I'm gonna lay it down there. I'm gonna use one of my blender brushes. This one, you can tell I've been using it a lot. It's blue, okay? And I'm gonna use, where'd it go? Yep, there it is. I'm gonna use our balmy blue to make a little bit of sky, okay? So, I hold this in place. Tap, tap, tap. Remember, always rub it off onto your scrap paper so you don't get the marks from the brush. And you don't need a lot, just a little light blue sky for your little tree lot, okay? And I'm not gonna do a lot, just enough. Oh, my camera's jiggling. I'm blending very aggressively. Don't be an aggressive blender. Be a smooth blender. I tend to do things like that very aggressively. I brush my teeth very aggressively. My dentist tells me you gotta stop because you're making your gums erode. You know? I'm like, I can't help it. I'm just an aggressive brusher, blender, whatever. Okay, so there you go. There's your sky and your snowbank. Now, if you put it in relation to this one, I put this one farther up. It does not matter. Not a big deal. Okay. That's all you need the blue for. So now we're going to do some of our trees. Okay, I'm going to actually do let me get a smaller block here. Two of the trees I put on stands. Okay, so I'm using Early Espresso, dark brown. And I'm just going to stamp 2 tree stands just anywhere where I would like them. Boop, there's one. Boop, there's 2. Okay. Wipe it off on my Simply Chamois. Okay. Now, I'm going to do the big tree first. This was the stamp set, guys. Sorry, I didn't really show you. Okay, I'm taking the largest tree first. And that tree I did in Pear Pizzazz. You can just pick a lighter pink, and a darker pink. That's really all you need. Okay, I'm using Pear Pizzazz from a big one. Okay, and line it up. For some reason that's way up high, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. And I swore in my last video I was not going to do that click with my teeth. It makes me crazy. But I just did it, didn't I? All right, and I'm going to I'm not using that one again, so I'm going to put it away. I'm going to do my next biggest tree in a different green, just because trees are not always the exact same color. This one is soft succulent. Okay. I'm also going to, ooh, that was a little crooked. Didn't really line up on my, oh well. But you know what? It's fine. I'm going to do another one of these over here, but with no stand. And it's okay if it goes off the page. Okay. Wipe it off. Not going to need that one again. Now, my smallest block, or my smallest tree, small one, the small one is going to be Pear Pizzazz. Just because it could be, they could all be soft succulent, or they could all be Pear Pizzazz. It doesn't matter. It's your card. You do you, boo. All right. Put that one right there. Okay. Oops. It's okay. When it dries, it'll be fine. Okay. Now the details. With the Pear Pizzazz trees, I am using which did I use? I'm using Shaded Spruce. Okay. So I can put my Pear Pizzazz away and use my Shaded Spruce for my lighter trees here. You could use any dark green, it doesn't really matter. And this is just kind of the details of the trees. Don't need that one anymore because I only did one small tree. So now I need the medium tree details. And oops, and the medium tree, I'm gonna set that, I just did it again. Good Lord. I'm gonna set that aside. The medium trees that are in soft succulent, I used evening evergreen. Once again, really doesn't matter. You do you, boo. Yeah. There we go. And finally, the big tree. It was in Pear Pizzazz, and so Pear Pizzazz, I partnered with Shaded Spruce. Ta-da! Okay, see how easy peasy? You know, when you just feel like stamping, you could knock out a whole bunch of these, and you would have Christmas cards galore. Okay. See how that looks? See how cute that is? So cute. Okay, now we're going to do our little puppy dog. How many of you like dogs? I love them. Love, love, love. Okay, I'm going to take my early espresso. He's going to be a brown dog. He could be a black dog. He could be a yellow dog. Actually, I have a yellow dog and a tan dog, but we're going to do a brown dog. And he's just going to be chilling right about here. How cute is that? Okay. Now for his little paw prints, look at his little, how cute is that? His little paw prints. Okay. We don't need brown anymore. We'll put that up. For his little paw prints, I just grabbed a gray. I happened to grab gray granite. Okay. There. His little paw prints in the snow. All right. And don't need the gray anymore. For the trees for sale sign, I used real red to get a pop of color in there because there's a lot of green, there's a lot of brown, which is fine, but I want a pop of something bright. So real red. Put down here. Cute. And wipe that off. Now, just want to show you something. When you stamp with red, any of the reds, it's going to stain your stamps. It doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt them. Just your stamps will be pink, but it doesn't hurt anything. All right, and finally, for the lights up at the top of the card, there's this long string of lights stamp. I need a bigger stamp, so let me go over here to my blocks and pull out something that's longer. I'm going to stick it on like so. And of course, my dogs decide to bark like maniacs. Never fails. Okay. And I'm using my Memento Tuxedo Black. And I'm doing just a couple strings of lights. It's okay. My lights are going to cross over my tree. It's okay because at a tree lot, don't the lights cross over the tree? Yeah. Okay, and to color our lights, excuse me, to color our lights in, I just grabbed some blends. I grabbed a yellow, happens to be Light Mango Melody. Oh my goodness, you would think they were being tortured. 1, 2, 3, I just skip so that I have room for my Oh, that would be yellow. Oh, I'm going to do that one yellow because you can't really see the one that's in the tree. All right, let's do red next. This is real red, light real red. Girls, yeah, you can't see that one. I'm not going to color it. And green. You would think that they are just being neglected. Oh my goodness, they never get any attention. Are your dogs like that? Goodness. All right, and for our sentiment, one of the sentiments in the set is So Very Merry. I thought that was cute. So very merry. Make sure it's going to fit. I did it again. I'm like doing it all the time. I just got a scrap of basic white. Hang on, I have to let them in or they're going to knock my door down. You guys are the worst. Worst dogs ever. Y'all know I'm just messing. They're the best dogs ever. Okay, and I stamped it right here. Easy peasy. And because I just wanted, I didn't want to, remember I said I wasn't feeling like I wanted to do any die cutting today or anything. So I just fussy cut these out by hand and I cut them apart to make them fit in the middle. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I wish I had my glasses right this minute, but just cut around them. You don't need, I mean, dies are great. Gosh, you do need dies because they're amazing. But if you don't have dies or you don't have the die cut machine, I get it. You know, I didn't for a long time when I was just beginning. But there's nothing saying that you can't cut things out. Little tip in case you don't know, I always taught my students this. Move the paper more than you move the scissors. See how, I don't know, it's subtle, but see how I'm moving the paper more than I'm moving the scissors. Works better. Okay. And now I'm going to pop those up with some of our small, oh, where's my tweezers? I'm just going to just use my fingers. With some of our small dimensionals. They're little baby ones. They're so cute. And then I'm going to put this all together and I'm going to show you how I added just a teeny bit of bling that you probably can't see on the camera, but you can see it in real life. So there's So Very. I'm going to stick that right about there. And Merry. How cute is that? Now I'm going to put the card together real fast. It goes on real red. Remember, what do I always say? Just a dot, not a lot. That's what I always used to teach my students. Now, yes, I'm not doing dots, but I am doing just a very thin line of glue. Not very much. Center that on there. Now, because I cut that middle part out to use later, remember, don't need it, so I'm going to use that later. I'm only going to put some glue around the very edges of this because in the middle, you know, it's not going to matter right yet. Oh, no, they're quiet. All they had to do was be able to see me. Oh, my goodness. You think they're a little bit attached? Just a little. See how that worked? Saved all that white. And let's put it on our card base. Could you have skipped this white layer and just gone straight onto the card base? Of course you could. Could you pop this up? Of course you could. But remember, we were keeping this simple. It was just stamping and being done with it. So I'm not going to pop that up. This time I'm putting some in the middle. And ta-da. How stinking cute is that? But here's what I did to add some bling to this. You probably, I know you can't see it. Maybe. There's a little bit showing up there. I put something called our Wink of Stella. And Wink of Stella is a liquid. This is a brush that adds just a little bit of sparkle. And now when you put it on the colored ink, it will smear it a little. So you just really quickly just kind of dab it on there. When you put it on white, make sure it's cleaned off before you put it on white or it's going to drag some of that color. But it can make your snow sparkle. You can put it on your lights. Let's see if you can see it. I put some on this scrap. Probably can't see it sparkling. Anyway, it does. It sparkles. So I just want my trees to have a little bit of sparkle. My lights to have just a touch of sparkle. And the trees. Like I said, you can't really see it on the camera, but you can see it in real life. My dog doesn't need to sparkle, but I'm going to wipe it off and I'm going to put just some sparkle on the snow. I don't want to get it on that red or it's going to smear big time. All right, and once it dries, you just have a little sparkle. It's called Wink of Stella. Very easy way to add a little sparkle. So, super cute. Trees for sale. It's in our mini catalog. Goes really well with, excuse my arm, with this embossing folder. I haven't used it yet, but all those trees in the background, super cute. So, I hope you enjoyed. Let me flip this. And there I am. All right. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this is a good idea for you when you just feel like stamping. You don't want to do all that other fancy stuff. You just want to stamp. I already said have a great day, but I'm going to say it again. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.